Good morning, everyone. It's Rivkel. We are playing some more Elden Ring, and today we are heading up the lift to the Mountaintop of Giants. So, this area is kind of getting into the next step of Endgame. Landell is kind of that first barrier. Mountaintop of Giants is where it gets a little bit more. For the time being, my goal is just to complete the Volcano Manor quest. I want to get the last of the five Great Runes up here, and to do that, we're going to be completing this quest. So there should be a map right here. Which gives us the path here through the Forbidden Lands, as well as the path moving forward. And looks like it's pretty straightforward here. Get up to Juno Hoslow. So that's our goal. It's just going to be to kind of move like this general direction. Not sure exactly where I'm going here. Oh, probably the cave. With this little arch at least. Okay. I'm gonna hop off horse so that I can have a better ranged option. That guy is kind of crazy. And that is a lot of range. Okay. There's a small part of me that is curious if that weapon is a drop, which I assume it might be. And if so, I'm wondering what it scales off of, because it's kind of cool looking. And we all know that that is the most important thing, is finding a weapon that's kind of cool looking. this path is another one of those spots where you really get to appreciate the visual design on this game, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. And I love it. Oh boy. That's an archer. This is going to be awkward. But hey, we have a shield. And apparently enough stamina to survive. Immediately, we are seeing this thing has a lot of health. But it looks like it's a pretty easy exploit here. That was a lot of runes, so that feels pretty good. So you can see as we're getting into this, obviously enemies here are a lot harder. We're getting into a very high hit point range for some of these guys. Obviously not all of them, but I mean we noticed that a little bit with Landella as well. There was a lot more stuff that we actually had to work to kill instead of one-shotting. Hopefully, what that means for us is also that we're going to be able to get some additional runes and as we go, because the harder enemies should drop more runes. And hopefully that should also mean, double checking around here to see if there's a site of grace. It feels like there should be one soon. Hopefully that should also mean that there's some more smithing stones around, because as I mentioned in the last video, we do need to get our upgrade. We do need to get some upgrades here. There's Site of Grace. Hey, Millicent.
in such a place? What could your purpose possibly... No. I know well enough who you are. And what I know is good enough for me. Call upon me again, in battle, should you have the need. I'm searching for a fort to the north of the ruins. I heard the master of the fort was given a medallion that allowed him to visit the Halig tree. Indeed, I believe that is where Melania will be found. The Halig tree is hidden somewhere in these northern lands. I'm searching for a fort. I heard the
So, this is kind of gives us a couple hints, which again is really awesome. What stats are we raising? That's why I hadn't spent my runes yet. I was deciding what stats to spend. Think okay, I'm just gonna put this point in intelligence. I want to try the Discus of Light spell, which requires 13 intelligence, so I'm gonna bump that up next. With the assumption that I'm going to be resetting my stats. But yeah, so the conversation with Melania there, she tells us there's a fort in the north. She tells us she's going to be there, or implies she's going to be there. And she tells you that the master of the fort has a medallion that will let you get to the Halig tree, which is where Melania is. Now, all of these clues together kind of give you the puzzle pieces to figure out how all of that works. And I love that because there is no reason for you to think like knowing how to get to Millennia, it is not super intuitive, and the fact that that is there giving you all of these like breadcrumb trail clues is really cool. Like, it's not even necessarily that it tells you what to do. It gives you the pieces to move forward. And I think once you do, you will be able to figure it out from there. A falchion. Cool. That looks like a bunch of enemies fighting each other instead of me, which I'm not going to complain about. So I guess we'll just kind of chill over here. What's that noise? I have no idea what just happened, but I didn't die. think the bats have more hit points than the guys, which is why I'm picking on the bats. The guys are less likely to survive the encounter with the bats. And should be easier to pick off if I need to. I'm assuming that whatever that noise is coming from like way up there or something. I don't know. Traveling Maiden gear. Head ahead. Thanks. And it looks like the Volcano Manor request is actually right over here. I would like to find a safe... Like, I don't want to have to walk back from over here every single time. So I'm going to poke around a little bit, see if there's another site of grace. It feels like there might be. I was kind of hoping that shack would have one offhand. Like, it genuinely sounds like there's a... I think it's Falling Star Beast. But I don't know where it is. And apparently we are in combat? Question mark? Oh, hi. Like moth patterns on the bat wings is actually really cool. Well, I'm not seeing any sights of grace, which is probably okay, I guess. I'm just slightly nervous that we're going to get into this fight and then have to walk back every time and risk losing all of our runes. I think clearly the better solution here is, I mean, why would it be a problem? I'm going to win, right? I'm going to get this first try. It'll be no problem at all. What's the worst that could happen? Okay. So one of the bloodstains over here is not a bloodstain. The fact that there are a lot of bloodstains over here makes me slightly nervous. There it is. double whips. Got close. Oh, I didn't even realize how much blood rock he was applying. That's pretty impressive, actually. Oh, that's right. Because we were in a different world, we can just grab our runes and come back. Okay, that's less awful. Um, I don't think this is going to carry over. I'm going to try. Are we going to cheese it? Possibly. Is that okay? Definitely. That was a double whip attack that was really rough. There we go. Got a little too greedy at the end there. That was the wrong thing. Yeah, that was definitely not good. I screwed up from the very beginning there. That's not what I was trying to... God damn it. Let's make sure I'm setting this up correctly so I don't keep screwing up horribly in my setup. Okay. Fortunately, their heavy attack does a lot more than mine. Oh! Wow. Okay. Got the blood loss trigger. There is a part of me that's wondering if I should be using fire, black flame, instead of the scythe. But the way that the scythe projectiles kind of home in feels pretty good. Although, actually... Okay, this is actually a reasonable thing to look at, though. So... Technically, the Faith will increase the damage there, but incantations we're not using currently. So maybe what I want to do... Yeah, let's go Ritual Sword Talisman here. And see if we can pull this off. We want to get Golden Vow off right away. Golden Vow is boost to defense and attack. And it does apply to the... I was really hoping I could get in before he healed. There we go. Rune Arc, Four Culling Remedy. And we get the Petal Whip and his full armor set. Which is... Is that... Okay, it is actually a downgrade on most cases from what we have, but it is pretty cool looking. And the Petal Whip, which is big blood loss effect and very cool. Okay. So, that was our primary objective on coming up here the first time. Currently, we just have the one side of grace. That's fine. Again, I'm not really super worried about this region yet. I want to go back and finish Volcano Manor first, and then I want to figure out our respecs before I get too deep here. Which, honestly, my current plan is going to be, I'm going to finish Volcano Manor probably next time, and then from there we're going to, well, I'm probably not going to finish it next time. I'm going to do the next steps in it next time, because I think I want to try and get Raya's quest as well. We'll have to see how that goes. And then I think I'm going to take another break after that. I feel like taking a break after Landell and Volcano Manor feels like a good spot. Play a different game for a little bit while I do a little bit of research. And then we'll come back and do some more exploration, Mountaintop Giants, and the Halig Tree, some of the other new like endgame scary areas, Baramazula. We do still need to get back down here. Specifically, Brother Corin is supposed to be like right up here, and we need to continue his quest before we go too far. However, there is a there is a riddle that we need to solve as part of his quest, and to do so requires a very high rating in intelligence, which is kind of weird. So the way that I'm planning on doing this, I've mentioned before I'm going to try and do a respec once I figure out how I want to do my build. I'm actually feeling a lot better after this one, so we may not need to make as big of an adjustment as I was thinking, but we'll have to mess around with it and see. If I do end up doing a respec, I'm going to respec for intelligence, go do the riddle, and then come back and redo my actual respec at that point. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you're enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.